It's too early for this shit. So big news came out over the weekend about streamer Amouranth not only being married, but her husband is a complete prick. But before we get into all that, I just want to say I'm Brock with the Blacklisted Gaming Podcast. This is this weekend's news update. Please like and subscribe to this video, and let's continue with the news. Amouranth, for those that don't know, which you'd have to be living under a rock if you didn't, is one of Twitch's top streamers on the platform. She's known for the hot tub meta. She's known for other things like her OnlyFans. She's known for farting in a jar and selling it. And she's a very attractive girl. Can't deny that. And also as a result of that, she's garnished a large following of guys. And honestly, as a content creator, whether you like it or not, an attractive woman who's doing these kinds of things on stream is going to bring in a viewership. It is going to bring in money. But you can't deny the fact that she's got a massive following and a massive presence on the platform. Up until this point, everybody believed that this was just somebody that was taking advantage of, you know, the fact that she is an attractive person and then making money off of it. And got to respect the hustle, whether you like it or not, it works. But the news from this weekend has actually revealed that there's a lot more than meets the eye. And a lot of her viewers have actually started to notice prior to this news that maybe there really was more going on here. So Amouranth went live on Saturday and dropped a bombshell in her community on not only the fact that she's been in a relationship, but she's actually been married this entire time. And on top of that bombshell, she revealed the fact that he is extremely emotionally abusive by showing all these texts that he had sent her, threatening to kill her dog, take all of her money, throw her shit out. It is absolutely fucking wild. Then not long after she had revealed these text messages, he calls her. And she puts him on speakerphone, and he just absolutely berates her on stream. Now, a little bit of a trigger warning before I show this video, especially for those of you that have been victims yourselves of domestic abuse, either in your past or currently. It is a little bit hard to watch, so check it out.
Okay for you to tell me what I didn't say, especially if the context is literally I was waiting for a response. You were just calling me crazy then.
I didn't say you were crazy.
No. Dude, I'm gonna give you one last chance. I'm gonna irrevocably fucking destroy everything. I can tell you something that shatters you forever, and I'll start tweeting about it too.
But what? Why would you want to do that? I don't understand.
Because you are literally telling me I did not say something that I literally said.
That should be okay to let me...
You're just... Right here, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. You're about to lose your entire fucking life in terms of everything that's been built because you're too obstinate to just merely accept that you didn't hear a thing. And I'm already very forgiving about that.
Because you're
you
literally...
want to go forward, you want to go aggressive, and you want to say, no,
Now, listening to all that shit, it's clear that this guy is completely unhinged. The audio from that is pretty rough to listen to, especially when you are yourself a victim of something like this. And in my experience, this is a clear manic episode of somebody that probably has bipolar disorder. But what actually sparked all of this? Well, I'm going to show you the texts that were actually sent to her by her husband. Now, I'm going to read you the text messages, and they are pretty fucking wild. And the fact that this guy is just frantically texting, and there's a lot of spelling errors in this. This is clear mania right here. So let me read them to you. He says, last chance. I'm about to dump your luggage. I'm throwing your stupid merch off the balcony. Proceeding to ditch your stuff. You don't need the makeup or the live view or the clothes guy. Huh? Deleting social media in 1 minute. Buying options that expire. Blasting the cash. I'm about to shut down the real work bank account too and just instant gibbet. Lag is terrible. This stream is garbage. I'm about to delete Twitter in 30 seconds. If no call. 34,000 gone. Gonna donate 250,000 to Palomacy in the next 2 minutes. 250K gone. I will donate 500K in 3 minutes. If no call in 1 minute, I will absolutely make sure Kieran goes to the meatpacking house. Now that text right there is him referring to her dog, saying that he's going to have her dog sent to a meatpacking facility and that he's basically going to kill her dog. 20 seconds. Time's up. 750K gone. We now cannot put down payment on our house. Another 250K in 5 minutes. Massive fail. The fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. She responds, we are in the house now. He says, next time when I say a plan, do it, dumb fuck. Do you understand? And then she says, what plan are you talking about? He says, fuck you. Get the fuck outside. I'm calling you. Now, I've been in a relationship with someone where it was a bit of a toxic relationship, But I never said anything like that. That is fucking insane. But as you could read the text, he clearly is just berating her, even in text messages, and hot texting her one after another, while she's live, telling her that her stream sucks, get off the stream, stick to the plan. Now, what does he mean by stick to the plan? Well, Amouranth revealed that she didn't really want to do these hot tub streams or any of the other kind of streams where she was wearing really revealing clothing and all that stuff. It was his idea. Essentially, her husband was exploiting her as a money-making opportunity, and she even said that herself. Amouranth also said that she wanted to tell her community that she was married, but her husband told her not to because he wanted to be able to have her make more money on the hot tub streams and all the other content that she was doing on Twitch.
I've been wanting to tell people that, like, let's just stream together. Just tell them that we're fucking married. Because it's like, our relationship would be better if we just stream them. And it's fighting all the time. But no, mister, don't say that because it's going to ruin the business model. It's not time yet. Fuck yourself. I'm done with it. I'm not going to fuck you anymore. Piece of shit. You want me to tell them I'm single? It's about to be true. Piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. Small dick anyways.
Damn, shots fired. Small PP energy for sure. And this whole thing is absolutely appalling. The fact that her own husband is using her as a money-making tool just so that he can benefit from this and profit from it at her expense. Now, after this news was dropped, people were voicing their support and their positivity. However, on the other hand, there were a lot of responses from men on Twitter especially demanding refunds because Amouranth is married? I've been scammed. I demand a refund. Completely overlooking the fact that she is a victim of domestic abuse. And it's crazy. Now, this just highlights one of the biggest problems in the content creation world, especially in regards to female content creators, is that you got these guys that are on the internet that think that the more money they give a creator, that creator owes them something, and that they just win their love off of that. Now, granted, there were some instances where Amouranth said that she was single, and people are saying that she lied to me. But the whole point was, yeah, she did lie because her husband told her to. She didn't want to lie. She was forced to lie. These simps have this weird delusional thought in their mind that they have a snowball's chance in hell just because they donated a bunch of money to a streamer that they're going to get fucked by them. And the truth is, they're just unfuckable themselves. It's the same energy of those guys that go to strip clubs and say, the stripper loves me. She wants to marry me. No, she does not. Small PP energy. Now, there were also a lot of people asking in the recent days, is she okay? Is anybody gotten involved to kind of check on her to make sure that she is getting out of the situation? And there were some streamers, one was Alinity, was actually saying that, yes, the cops did get involved with this situation, but no one really knows exactly what is truly going on right now. But Amouranth did go live as recently as yesterday to kind of give an update of what was happening.
Anyway, so that happened. That was actually the first time that he's ever heard himself on a recording, because as I told you guys before, previously when I recorded him, he would just like refuse to listen to recordings, sometimes with like take phones, etc., so he would never actually hear them. And I think that when he heard himself on that call, it really sunk in how much of an asshole he is. It's like you never fucking realized, idiot. Anyways. So as of today, though, I have access to all of my accounts and finances again. He's not here. He's getting help. And I'm seeking legal and emotional counsel.
Now, in that response, it does raise some concern for me because with my experience with people that have been in relationships that were abusive, these are all things that the abused say in a way of forgiving their abuser. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what's going on here, but the fact that she does say, it didn't really sink in until he hurt himself. He's never hurt himself before. He's seeking help. She has access to all of her accounts again. That all tells me that he's still trying to keep the hooks in, something that a narcissist would do. And in the regards of seeking legal counsel, she has been pretty vague about what that even means. A lot of people are speculating that legal counsel is getting her accounts back and having more control over finances, or a divorce lawyer. No one knows. She's never actually come out, except for the day of, that she was going to actually file for divorce. Now, hopefully she does divorce this guy, because one would hope that a person wouldn't stay in an abusive relationship. But unfortunately, there is a cycle that goes on when an abused person is having to deal with an abuser, that they feel like their self-worth isn't there, so they end up sticking around. And that's the kind of level of emotional abuse that he's essentially put her through. Unfortunately, with this kind of response, though, it typically aims in the direction that she might actually forgive him, which I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know this person. I could be completely wrong. And that's the other thing. You don't know these people on the internet. You don't know their lives. I sincerely hope she is going to get out of the situation and does seek help with getting the process going to get away from it. But it does raise one question in my mind since this whole thing came out. How many female creators are on Twitch or YouTube that are doing this kind of content and it's against their will, being strong-armed by their significant other to do so? Now, I want to also point out another thing that people have been speculating since the news of this broke out, and the biggest one being that this is all fake. Based off of how her emotions are, how the texts are, how he sounds, the fact that cops were involved, other creators have gotten involved to kind of do a welfare check on her. None of this has any signs of it actually being fake. And another thing you have to consider when making this determination is, where's the gain for it being staged? She stands to gain nothing for pretending to do this. She only stands to lose everything if it came out that this was all fake. This would ruin her career. And I know some people are going to say, well, she's doing it for the clout. She's doing it for the viewers. She's doing it for publicity. Amouranth doesn't need publicity. And on top of that, why would her husband agree to be highlighted as this complete asshole and abusive person and ruin his future by doing so? It doesn't make sense. Now, since her response to all this and her going back live since this whole event happened, her streams have seen a massive night and day difference from the content she was making to the current content she's making now. It's a lot more wholesome. She can wear clothes. She even says that in one of her response videos. I can wear clothes. I don't have to have my cleavage out anymore. I can just hang out and do what I want. She even said in one of her recent streams, she doesn't have a sub goal. She doesn't want a sub goal. She's hanging out at the horse barn with her horses. That's it. I truly hope for a positive outcome for Amouranth. I'm not a personal fan of her content. However, no one deserves to be abused like this. Nobody. And before I conclude this video, I just want to point out, I'm going to leave some links down in the description for any of you guys that are watching this that are victims yourselves of domestic abuse or domestic violence, or if you know someone that is, I'm going to put some links for resources to find help and get out of that situation. I know coming forward and actually seeking help is a very difficult thing to do. I am myself a victim of domestic abuse, so it's okay to reach out and get help and get out of that situation. I promise you. And with that, I'm going to leave the comments open for discussion. Tell me your thoughts on the situation. I'd love to hear it. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me on this news update. I'm Brock with the Blacklisted Gaming Podcast. I'll catch you on the next video.
Is everybody happy? Cried the sergeant looking.